Welcome to 100 Yards of Football this morning. Today, we're going to highlight the key players in the biggest college football game on the weekend. The Arkansas Razorbacks taking on the Texas A&M Aggies. So if you like the video this morning, please come in and share it. And the gentleman is going to tell us about the key players from both sides. He's coming to us out of North Hollywood, California. He's our college football expert. I want to say on the West Coast, but I'm going to say all over the nation. His other profession, he's a professional actor. He's one of the better looking guys in our profession. I call him the Chico, the Barge of college football. The good looking Mr. Jamies Timas. How you doing this morning, sir?
I'm doing wonderful. It's a beautiful morning, first day of fall. It's a beautiful day.
Okay. If you like the video, please come in and share it. We'll surely appreciate it here on 100 Yards Football. So, Mr. Jamies Timas, tell us about the key players from the Texas A&M Aggies that's going to make their imprint on Saturday's game against the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Well, first of all, the number 7 Texas A&M is a team to be reckoned with this year. Some of the things I'm looking at is the QB position and Zach Calzanda, which he came in the second week of the season, pretty much taking over for Hayes King, which got injured during the New Mexico game. So he came in and had 18 of 38 yards, 18 of 38 pass attempts for 138 yards for a touchdown. But the thing I was looking at him more is that he's a leader, and he led his team to 2 victories coming in. So he's going to be a key standout. Another one I'm going to look at is Isaiah Spiller, the running back. And he left off what he did from last year. 2 games over 100 yards, 6.3 yards per carry. And on top of that, he had 8 receptions for 100 yards and a touchdown. So if this passing the game is not working, look for him to be the key focal point of the game. And they're going to rely heavily on Isaiah Spiller. And one guy that I'm not going to count at all is the tight end, Jalen Catalon. This guy is a beast. I mean, 12 receptions for over 100 yards. But look for him he's the most targeted tight end. Not only can he play from the traditional spot of the tight end, but he also could come in on the slot position and has great hands coming out from the slot and the traditional tight end position. This guy is reckoned to be with to face during this game. So he's going to be another key player I'm going to look at. And also I'm going to look at the Marvin Leo. This defensive tackle is a beast. And one guy that is going to cause a lot of havoc with the Arkansas Razorbacks. So watch out for him. He's going to be something to key in this game for sure.
Okay, let's go to the other side of the ball. Hog Nation, the Arkansas Razorbacks. I attended that school from 1978 to 1981. So they're still dear to my heart, the little school up there in the Northwest Mountains. Who are the key players who's going to play a big role against Texas A&M on Saturday for the Arkansas Razorbacks?
Well, coming and looking at this, the number 2 total offense in college football for 192 yards a game, and also the number 21 scoring offense with 41 points per game. So you got to look at the quarterback position. J.K. Jefferson coming in. This guy, I mean, he's another guy that came in the season. In the 3 games, he's 39 of 63 passes for 132 yards and 4 TDs, while rushing 180 yards, an additional 2 TDs. So this guy is something to be a look at. And is a dual threat quarterback, and he's going to be a key focal point for this Arkansas Razorback team. But then again, you got to look at the running game. The running game is a 4-headed monster. But one guy I have to look at is Trenton Smith. This guy is a beast. He's going to be the focal point. His load has been decreased for the last 2 games because they got a great running game. So we got to watch out for all 4 backs. But that's one running back I'm looking at. And Traylon Burks, the receiver, the number 1 receiver coming in, his most targeted receiver. Last year he had 51 receptions for 820 yards and 7 TDs. So he's off to a great start with 13 receptions for 206 yards and only 1 touchdown. But I feel like he's going to have 2 or maybe 3 touchdowns this game because this is going to be a high-scoring game. And also, I got to look at the safety, which is another key focal point of the game. Is this Hogs defense is dangerous. But one guy, Jalen Catalon, this guy, you have to look out for him. I think he's an NFL prospect. Not only is mean, dangerous, deceptive, but he's strong in the box. So any team that's going to run against him is going to get hit hard. So I got to watch out for this guy. And also, got to look at this guy. The name alone, Bumper. That Bumper Pool, just the name Bumper. That guy is a beast. 20 tackles in one game. And then last week he had 14 tackles before he got ejected from last week's game. But this defense is going to be aggressive. And I'm going to watch out for Texas A&M because if they ain't ready in their offense, that defense is going to be pesky. So those are kind of the players I'm looking at for this game coming up.
I want to say thank you so much because you brought over several key points about both teams' key players in this game. But when I look at this game, it's always going to bring back memories. I tell you a little story, James. When I was at the University of Arkansas, my 4 years from 1978 to 1981, we did not lose a game at Texas A&M. So when I look overall at this game, it's all the marbles. And then we're going to find out which team that we can start talking about elite status, not only in the SEC, but on the national level. And the one key part, when you look at all the key players of this game particularly, and Jimbo Fisher's done an outstanding job at Texas A&M, no question about it. He's cashed in on the money. He said he would have them in the top 10 after 3 years. Well, he's done it in 4. But the guy that I'm excited about, and I'm not going to be biased this morning, is the quarterback from Arkansas, KJ Jefferson. He's from the state of Mississippi. And I tell everybody, some in the water in Mississippi. Lance Alworth. Oh, my God. Walter Payton. Jerry Rice. If you want to go entertainment, James Earl Jones. Morgan Freeman. Desi Dean. Brent Favre. And this young man has played, I think, better than any quarterback in the country. All you got to do is put on the film against Texas 2 weeks ago and then put on the film last week when he had 366 yards against Georgia Southern. So that being said, it's going to be the game of ages. And when I think about Arkansas, I think about all the great players that's played there. The owner, Jerry Jones. Jimmy Johnson, Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboys.
Yeah. Dan
Hampton, Jimmy Walker, Von Lusby, Jerry Eckwood, Billy Ray Smith, and then when you go to A&M, John David Crow, Charlie Kruger, Jack Pardee, Lester Hayes. Oh, man, I'm so grateful that you brought up the key players this morning because, I gotta be licking my. It's been a long time since Arkansas football program has been really, really substance on the national level.
Yes, it has.
So your final words in this game: which player is going to play the biggest key on Saturday?
I believe KJ Jefferson is going to be one of the biggest players of this game. And this is what's going to lead Arkansas to the victory. If he's not ready and turning over the ball, this Texas A&M might go to top 5. I mean, they're on their way. But if Arkansas was able to be efficient, no turnovers, and just be ready to play, Arkansas might be top 10 sooner or later. Just watch out. Like, those Hogs are going to be moving forward. So right now I got Arkansas winning this game.
Well, one thing about that, James, is this right here. After Arkansas played Texas A&M, they got 3 tough games coming up. They come here October 2nd here locally in the Metro Atlanta, and they go over to Athens. Yeah. And they play the number 2 team in the country, Georgia. And then after that, they got Matt Corral and them Ole Miss Rebels. And then they got Bo Nix and War Eagle Auburn. So this is going to be a very tough stretch for the University of Arkansas. But your final words about this game, you picking my Hogs to win it?
I'm picking your Hawks to win it. And if they win it, I think that their confidence is going to fly to the roof and sky's the limit for the season. Just watch.
If you like the video today, please come in and share it. I appreciate my man coming to us from North Hollywood, California, Mr. Jamies Timas, giving us his observation of the key players in the Arkansas and Texas A&M game on Saturday. You know how I got to do it. You want to join me, Jamies?
I'm in. I'm in.
Okay, let's get it now. Whoa! Pig! Suey!
Suey!
Whoa! Pig!
Suey!
Whoa! Pig! Suey! Razorbacks! Thank you. Y'all have a blessed day and go Razorback Nation.
Let's go.
And I want to give special thanks to our producer, Mr. Logan Landers. He's a dog fan, so next week I'm not gonna get along, but thank him for the day for doing a great job on our production of our video today, Mr. Logan Landers.
Thank you, Logan.